I'm here today because I was asked to help her babysit 2 of her children last minute, and I gladly obliged. And we agreed on my rate for the week, and at the end of the week, she decided that she was gonna deduct some of my pay. And so she has refused to pay me the full amount that we agreed on.
Okay, and the remaining amount is $254?
Yes, correct. Okay. At the beginning of the week, she gave me a $600 gift card and instructed me that I could use it to take the boys out for food or activities, and that I should feel free to also get myself something to eat.
Okay. Were you okay with that, Mrs. Nelson?
Yeah, my boys are really active boys. They require a lot of attention and energy, and if they want fast food, which is usually what they want.
Did you want her to feed them breakfast or go out and get breakfast?
I wanted her to feed them breakfast.
Yeah, if anything, you would think that Sid from Ice Age would understand how important food is.
A dandelion. Must be the last one of the season. Oh.
So did you make any meals at all?
No, I was never instructed to. And it seemed as though she gave me the gift card to get food for them. There was never any use whatever's in the pantry or the fridge.
Okay, but I mean, you're a babysitter. That's kind of like what you do. I mean, I remember when I used to babysit, you guys want a snack, you want some apples, whatever, whatever. So you just basically assumed, I'm going to use this gift card and buy them every single meal at a fast food place. All right, so then what happened?
At the end of the week, I checked the statement on the gift card. Remember, it was $600 that I gave her for 5 days. The balance was it was $1,754.
Wow.
So I went and I got an itemized list of what the expenses were, and I see these really high-priced items, and then also a $10 Starbucks. My kids don't like Starbucks.
Yeah.
They're 7 and they're 3.
Yep.
I didn't think she would take advantage of my generosity to that extent.
Okay. All right. But you never specified what you can and cannot do.
No.
Okay. You just assumed she would be reasonable.
Yes.
Okay. Starbucks was always over $10. Always. Always over $10.
Sure, I mean, prices continue to go up, and we live in LA. It's an extremely expensive place.
Don't be flip. Don't be flip. I go to Starbucks almost every day, and I shouldn't. How can you spend $600 on fast food and pizza for 2 kids in 5 days?
Well, I also took them on activities, so it wasn't all spent on food. So I also took them to the movies, which I used the gift card for.
The trampoline was $10 more than your Italian meal.
Yes.
But I don't think you can deduct every single thing that she did, those expensive ones that you didn't like, just because you thought they were more, when you didn't give her the direct instructions of what to spend on herself. Okay?
I didn't think that I needed to. I think that...
I understand what you're trying to say, right? Because we're adults, we've lived in it, we think that she's going to be a little accommodating, a little considerate, right? But at the same time, I think you should have been a little bit more considerate and used your common sense a tiny bit and not been so entitled.
I wasn't excessively feeding myself and ordering 5 of everything on the menu.
But
I would
sweetie,
just get myself one thing.
But you did this, a roll for $28? Really?
Yep, I think she was given that gift card and maybe took a few liberties with it. She probably saw it as, oh, she's giving me this money to spend on the kids and myself while I take care of them, so I'm going to take some liberties to maybe order a meal that's a little bit more out of my own price range, because it's not my money.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take away one of the fancy salads, that's about $25, the fancy sushi for the 1 roll, which is wow, and for the fancy Italian restaurant, I'm going to deduct that, right? She should not have spent money there. So based on that, you do owe her for the rest of the week that you didn't pay. She's basically saying you failed to pay her $254. We're going to subtract those 3 very expensive meals, which total to $82.20. So the balance is $171.80. So, Mrs. Nelson, that's what you will have to reimburse the plaintiff, because at the end of the day, you did contract her to take care of your kids. You weren't as strict in telling her what to buy, what not to buy. She's a college kid. We've been through this, right? It's expected she buy Starbucks or whatever. I mean, hopefully. So based on the evidence, I will grant the plaintiff's claim only in part, not in the total amount of $254, but only in $171.80, okay? Good luck.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff.
I would have to say I agree with that judgment. I think when you're dealing with a babysitter or someone that's just generally younger than you, you should be a little bit more specific. You would think that as an adult, we would exercise some more common sense and not use as much money, but even then, sometimes you have to be very specific about what you intend them to use the money for. I think the judge used perfect reasoning on this, with only deducting the more expensive things. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Love ya.
Carl! Easy, Frank. He ruined our salad.
Oh,